All right, welcome to another episode of the Amazon Brand Story Podcast. Here today, we have a very special guest, Freddie, which is a partner at a business called Covington Naturals. And we're going to be getting into exactly what they do and why this is so important. Freddie, welcome to the show today.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah, I'm super excited to have you. So, Freddie, we were talking a little bit before the show, and it sounds like you've done all kinds of things in your career, starting off as a high school or a teacher and a football coach, and then you gravitated towards internet marketing many moons ago, and you've been
Yes.
building businesses and selling businesses and taking care of customers out there. So, Freddie, can you start at the beginning and walk us through and bring us to current?
Well, I'm a retired. I was a football coach in the state of Mississippi, which the thing that we're famous for in Mississippi, other than having great athletes and winning a lot of games, is we don't make very much money. And so my wife and I were always looking for things to do to supplement our income, and we did a lot of stuff. Had fireworks tents and everything. But anyway, she had a lot of knowledge about computers. She taught computer technology. So I basically went to my sporting good dealer and asked him if I could sell his product. The guy I bought helmets and shoulder pads from, and asked him if I could sell his products online. And we did, and made a lot of mistakes and learned a lot, but built a business up selling sports fan merchandise. And my kids were in high school at the time or younger. And we built that up and did real well at it and sold that business. Was in a group called StomperNet back then. I don't know. That's very
That's
old company.
school. Yeah, that's good.
And I was actually a coach at StomperNet. I think they made me a coach because I had this Mississippi Southern draw, and they thought if I got on webinars and told people how to do it, they'd say, well, if that fool can do it, anybody can do it. So anyway, but anyway, we built Sports Fan Treasures up, sold it. Then we got into my son came on board, and at first he thought we was crazy, and then he started liking it. So he came on board and kind of partnered with us. We sold the sports business, and then we got into several other things. We built a mattress e-commerce company that sold mattresses and toppers, and then we sold it, and then we got a supplement business that we did real well in, and got rid of it. And then we I had actually one of my clients that I coached when I was at StomperNet partnered with us, and we started into this lawn care business. And back up a little history on it is one of my main jobs, other than winning football games at the coaching football, was to take care of the football fields. Well, one of the last schools I went to had a practice field that was just horrible. It was like practicing on concrete, and there was very little grass on it. It was clay. And I just went to some local farmers and said, man, I got to do something with this. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And they recommended this product that they knew about that had molasses and seaweed kelp and some other stuff in it. And so I just followed their direction. This was like 15 years ago, and did it exactly like they told me. I put it out at a rate of 8 ounces per 1,000 square feet, and did that every 30 days from the last frost till the first frost. So basically from the end of February to till about this time of year. And I did that for the entire year. And then the second year I just followed their directions.
Yeah.
And I put this stuff out, and that field is one of the most gorgeous fields in the state of Mississippi. Now we'd have coaches come from all over the state looking at our field going, man, what are you doing? And it was horrible. The kids didn't want to practice on it because it was like practicing on concrete.
Wow.
And so I put these products on my game field, my practice fields, and everybody thought I was a genius, and all I was doing was what these farmers were telling me. And so anyway, as I told you, my son came on and partnered with us, and he kind of got better at the internet marketing than we were to start with. He kind of took it and ran with it, and he now works with us, but he's also works with Mossy Oak, and does all their online sales and stuff. But he basically started the company, the Covington Naturals, based on the fact that I had great football fields and great practice fields, and this product, this our main product is called Liquid Lawn Aerator. It's a soil conditioner that aerates while it's conditioned. It doesn't just aerate; it does aerate, but it does so much more than that. It basically builds topsoil. It takes what the good Lord was doing anyway and makes it happen faster.
That's amazing, Freddie. So you started in the internet marketing space after retiring.
Well, no, I actually started in internet marketing back in 2004. I didn't actually retire until like 2012.
Okay.
I was kind of doing it on the side to start with.
So you were kind of moonlighting as with John Reese over there at StomperNet, right?
There you go. Yes.
All those guys, and you learned the basics and set your son on the path. And now, all these years later, you were able to partner with your son. So it's a family business. You guys founded Covington Naturals, took everything you learned from building amazing football fields and good turf to play on to now helping people out there build amazing yards. And now you have this Covington Liquid Lawn Aerator, right? It's you just apply it to your lawn and you build an amazing looking yard that you can enjoy. So walk us through how that product works and talk about how that product's different than what else is out there.
Well, and there's a lot of liquid aerators on the market. Ours is more of a organic, healthy. Matter of fact, don't do this, but I've seen one of these farmers I was talking to actually turn it up and take a drink of it. You don't want to do that. But it is very organic. It's made of molasses and seaweed kelp. I probably taste terrible. I've never drank it. I'm not going to. But it is. It's a great look. I'm very proud of it. It's a great product. It works kind of like a probiotic that you take for your body. It's like a probiotic for the soil, but it is taking the thatch and the dead grass that you mow, and it is helping it deteriorate and go down into the soil and put micronutrients and enzymes and stuff in the soil that needs to be there, that's supposed to be there. And it helps it go down in there and it kind of chews on the soil. It's not something that's automatically replenished, so you have to keep adding it. When I started out on that practice field, I was putting it out every 30 days. But the process of putting it out makes your grass kind of start regenerating it. So like the first year I was putting out 8 ounces per 1,000 square feet. And then the second year I backed off to 6 ounces, the third year, 4 ounces, and finally got down to 2 ounces. And then when I retired, the coach that took over after me, he puts it out still at a rate of 2 ounces per 1,000 square feet. And I'm telling you, the field is gorgeous. It's not concrete anymore. It's something we're very proud of, and our customer, for the most part, is the guy in the subdivision that wants to have the best looking lawn. He wants to brag and say, "Hey, my lawn looks better than your lawn," and we can help him do that. And we do that by creating great topsoil with a product like Liquid Lawn Aerator.
Well, I really like that. I love that you're calling out who exactly is buying your product, and it's somebody who really cares about their yard and wants to have an amazing lawn. So, Freddie, you and your son were able to come back together and do a lot of things in business after you exposed him to some of the ideas that you were working on, back in the beginning. But now, so what does Covington Naturals mean to you and your family?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I've had people, I've worked with a lot of people in internet marketing, and they talk about goals. And I was a very goal-oriented person as a football coach. But my goal in the beginning was to help my children have a knowledge of a business that they could run when I'm dead and gone. And I've achieved that because my son is way better than me right now. He's highly sought after, and I'm not. But
that makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm very proud. And my daughter is also in the internet marketing business. She's not with us, but she's doing her and her husband do it, and they do it really well. But anyway, I'm very proud of what both of them have done, and they've just, they thought we were crazy in the beginning, but they've kind of taken and run with it.
I love it. So this is why we do this show, Freddie, is because there's products out there and companies out there that are only in it to make the last nickel, to squeeze all the profit that they can, and they don't really care about the people behind the scenes or the customers. And you can really tell that, you've been at this for a long time. It was a passion of yours when you were a football coach, and now you're able to bring that same experience to the everyday guy just trying to make his yard a better place to hang out. So I really appreciate everything that you guys are doing, Freddie. So I know that you have prepared a special offer for our listeners today. So if you want to walk through what that looks like and how they can claim it, I'd love to bring that up.
Yes, sir. We're going to give anybody that wants it 10% off. All you got to do is go to Amazon and purchase it and type in the coupon code Covington10, and you'll get a 10% discount on all our products. And let me say this too: there's a lot of these type products out there, and ours are great. We love them and we think they're great. But the big thing that we're after is we want to leave the world as a better place than it is right now. And so ours are all natural. They're organic. They're very healthy. Like we sell a liquid ice melt in the wintertime, and you probably can find a better product to melt your ice, but it's not. When it flows off the side of your sidewalk and goes into the soil, we're not leaving a bunch of salt there. And maybe if you take your pup out and walk around on the salt, his paws are not going to feel good after he does that. And with our product, it's very pet friendly and very doesn't hurt the soil when it runs off in it. So,
well, see, Freddie, when you're scrolling through Amazon search as a buyer and you're trying to compare products, these are the types of things that it's not that obvious sometimes. Right. And that's why we want to shed light on the people behind the brand that really care what the difference is. And I think you've done a really good job of sharing that. So before we get out of here, Freddie, is there anything else that you'd like to share with the audience today about Covington Naturals? By the way, you guys should just go to Amazon.com and search Covington Naturals. You'll see everything that Freddie and his son have built there. And, you guys have a lot of products to help with taking care of your lawn. So if you want
to have the best looking lawn in the neighborhood and have something you can be proud of, and it'll be there and be proud of it 20 years from now, we've got some products for you that we think will help you. And we're proud of them. And again, I'm the flunky in this business. My son is really the brains behind it, but anyway.
Well, so for all the listeners out there, Covington10 is the code you can use. You can either use it directly on their website, or you can go to Amazon and use it there as well. It'll give you 10% off. Support Freddie and the family. It's a family business. They really care. The products work great. You guys have a lot of happy customers. So I really appreciate you, Freddie. And
thank you.
Any other final words before we get out of here?
Well, we appreciate you and appreciate everything, everybody on here. And we would love for you to try our products.
Very good. Thank you, Freddie.
All right.